Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Today was a fucking wild day for me. I had, no work today. I had today completely off. I do work tomorrow, but, yeah, I had today completely off. And, I spent all day today doing two things mainly. The first half of my day was spent, honestly, kind of just doing some shopping, all that kind of stuff. But the second half of my day, the last, I'd say about, let me think. So, yeah, about the last three or 4 hours, with a break, of course, I spent the last 3 hours botting one single level for a showcase. Okay. And this is, without a doubt, the most difficult showcase to record so far that I've done. This tops the 1 million object version of Korn. And that would be the entirety of Everywhere at the End of Time as a Geometry Dash level. This is what I'm doing. I have botted the first 32%. I stopped literally right before we went live here now, because 32% is where the level starts to get, like, really laggy, because, how to get underrated demon? It didn't. I have a mod that shows the requested rate. Please tell me you botted it at normal speed. No, I sped it up. I botted it, I think at 1.5. And in some cases, where there's literally no gameplay, I would speed it up to 2.5. But yeah. This is a wild experience to bot so far, because based off what I had seen and what I had heard, I thought it was just going to be like a 1.0 level that used the song, and that was going to be it. It was going to be kind of like Larga Aspera, but 6 hours long. But no, it actually has really good song rep, and I'm legitimately thinking about reviewing this. Because I'm, like, actually impressed by how well it uses the album. Is this level 2.2? Yes. In fact, the biggest struggle of botting it so far has been the new ship physics. Although at 32, it has a very intense background effect that makes it so laggy that I basically have to slow it down, which, yeah, this is taking me multiple days to bot. There's no way I'm doing it in one day. So, usual chat roundup. Hello, Adam. Hello, Often Guy. Hello, GD Icon. Hello, Liliac. Hello, Merman of Guy. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and hello, Blue Water Cat. Hello, Cartoonist Gamer. So yeah, more of the Gauntlets. That's the plan. God, the Gauntlets are fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already over them, and I just want to be done with them as soon as possible, because Jesus fucking Christ. I hate them. Doing them all like this consecutively has really reminded me how fucking boring these things are. Like, oh man. I almost wish that Rob would stop releasing Gauntlets just like he stopped releasing map packs and just let them exist. I think he should add a finite amount of Gauntlets every update, because as it stands, we still don't have, like, what, 20 Gauntlets? And I just think it's too much. Like, it's overwhelming. I don't know, I feel like if Rob released, like, 10 Gauntlets plus maybe a bonus 2 or 4 for, like, special events, like Space, NCS, Random, all that kind of stuff on top of a normal 10, then I'd be fine with it, but, like, I just can't imagine what the Gauntlets are going to look like when they're all... Well, I can, because there's a mod that lets you view them in-game, even though you can't load them. But yeah. By the way, what happened to 9 Circles Mixed by Nacho? It just disappeared. I don't remember why, but I know he deleted it himself. He deleted it, and, there are re-uploads of it. Okay, so another thing, chat. I have something that's going to help us this stream, because I've been going to bed a little bit earlier, and I haven't been, locking in, and I've been getting tired of these streams. So I have a bag right here. I went to the gas station earlier. And I got myself 2 cans, one for this stream and one for tomorrow morning, of Rockstar Recovery Orange flavor. And so, during this stream, I'm going to be hopped up on Rockstar. Now, fun fact about Rockstar Energy, and this is something that I always think of when I drink these, is supposedly, in fact, for legal reasons, I'm going to throw the word allegedly here because I don't remember my source, therefore it might not be reliable, but allegedly, according to what I've heard, Rockstar Games at one point attempted to sue Rockstar Energy over the name. And they lost. And if that's true, that is so funny. The most recent Gauntlet demon I have beaten is Magistro. Fair enough. Yeah, we have to play fucking Ocean Rush, and I'm not looking forward to it. Whoa, that surprised me. This shit's not carbonated. It's like a juice. I had normal Rockstar before. I've never had this one. So I assumed it was going to be carbonated, and then fucking hit me. This is like a juice. Whoa. It's actually really good. Normally you drink energy drinks despite the fact they taste bad because you're drinking them for the caffeine, but like, that stuff actually tastes good. Alright, let me finish this can and then we'll get to playing. Okay. Now we're good. Excuse me. I also have 2 bottles of water and a massive exercise routine planned for tomorrow morning, so let's go. Oh god, already I forgot about that green orb. The first click of the level and it's that finicky. Hey, IRL Stories. The best way I can describe what I remember this level playing as is like, take Noelle Electra, give it better gameplay, but give it a bigger choke point at the end. Honestly, now that I say that, Noelle Electra does feel like a rush level. The fuck? Wait, what was that? No, bitch, get me back up there. Chilling to BH. You know what, fair enough, he is indeed vibing. Also, no, I'm not going for all the coins. Here's the thing, right? I find that a lot of levels in the Gauntlets that I hate are good, and I just hate them because they're in the Gauntlets. And I know this sounds weird, but, like, unironically, putting a level in the Gauntlets makes the level worse. Because just the simple fact that people are now forced to play it. I never like feeling like I have to do something, you know what I mean? What the fuck? The way the orbs are just hidden in the portals in this part. The fuck? What is that click? Okay, I gotta feel that one out. Oh god, I remember this part. No. I knew there was something other than the train I hated. I just didn't remember what. Dude, I'm pretty sure that I had, like, cognitive dissonance just block this from my memory. Unironically, when I originally beat this, I think this took me, like, a day to learn. Oh my god. Do I do something with that black orb? I don't understand. What the fuck is this transition? I guess that black orb is useless. Why is it 08? What are you talking about, Freedom 08? Okay, so I didn't know this originally, right? And, I actually had someone tell me this, and it's so fucking nerdy. Like, I'm a fan of the series, and I didn't put this together because of how nerdy it is, but basically, TM08 is the TM for dive in the Pokemon games. That's why it's called Freedom 08. Yeah, that's why. The blocks, are the blocks even moving with the structures? Okay, some of them are. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. I probably should have tried to learn this before going live, but whatever. We ball. I don't even know what I just did there. Okay, so I just click one of those. So this is basically a memory part in disguise. To be fair, I'm ass at timings. Acropolis is a level that I think a lot of people underrate in difficulty, because I have a potentially controversial opinion. I say potentially because I legitimately don't know. I have a hard time gauging community difficulty opinions, but personally, I think Acropolis is harder than Ado. Like, I don't know if that's a fucking cold take or, like, the hottest take ever, but, like, I think Acropolis is, like, a full GDDL tier above Ado in difficulty. This is all, like, to say I think Ado is hard, too. I think Ado is, like, tier 17, and, Acropolis is, like, tier 18. Harder than Layak, at least. Although the Layak comparison doesn't work for everybody, because I think Layak is extremely easy, and a lot of people struggle with Layak. Layak, for me, is what Windy Landscape is for a lot of other people. Wait, you can... I want to try to do that again. How the fuck did I do that? Or did I do that? I don't even know what I... Okay, whatever. No more trying to do the funny... I don't even know if I actually did that because I was barely paying attention. Okay, so this brings us to the dreaded bus or whatever the fuck... What is this supposed to be? Because it looks like a train, and that's kind of why I compared it to Noel Electro a little bit, right? Going for that one, you stay straight, go down, go up, and you bonk when you click it, yeah. Probably be easier to just go up, though. It looks like an underwater cave. Yeah, but it looks like some kind of vehicle. The only reason it can't be a train is because it's underwater, but, like, I assume you're, like, going through something, you know? Let me go back and see if I can figure it out by, like... At least I got that part consistent. I mean, honestly, there's like a city in the background. Are we like in Atlantis? Is that what this is? Okay, so this is probably just like a normal-ass water pipe then. Because there's like pipes in the background, right? Like there's pipes right here. So you're probably just going into like a pipe. We're either in Atlantis or Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob. I don't know. All I know is I think I solved the mystery of what that thing at the end is. I think it's literally just a pipe. But then again, if it's a pipe, why is there glass? I don't get it. Yes, this is Serpunge. Alright, so I feel very good about this right now. My only concern is this part. I feel like that jump would have worked a lot better if that was a yellow orb. Nah, the thing is, Drowsap, is that Serpunge does have some of the best rated demons in the game. Like, it's weird. I don't know why, but, like, Serpunge will make one of the best fucking things you've ever played, and then out of nowhere, drop Noelle Electra. Like, I fucking hate the gameplay of Coaster Mountain, right? But Coaster Mountain looks so fucking cool, has such good theming, has such good atmosphere, and has such good deco. Like, Coaster Mountain is good in literally every way other than the gameplay, and I do genuinely like it. But how the fuck do you go from dropping Coaster Mountain to Noelle Electra, where the only good thing about it is that it looks good? Yeah, and Destroy the Level as well is really fucking cool. What's my favorite Serpunge level? Hell or Insanity? Probably Insanity, to be honest. Because Insanity makes me more nervous, and I like feeling nervous. Depressure sitting in the corner. I don't know what that is. Probably a level I haven't played. I have not seen and played every Serpunge level. Something I want to do, though. It's by Serpunge? Yeah, I mean, I figured that. I figured that's why you brought that up. I'm so gonna forget that from Zero. I know there's an exclamation mark telling you to jump, but my brain just can't remember that for some reason. God, the green orbs in this level are so mean. They're almost all, like, really late timings. That, too, that fucking blue orb, like, you have such a small window to miss that yellow orb. And I clicked the second green orb. God damn it. How much did your throat hurt when you sang the 12 reviews of Christmas? Pretty bad. I had to take the rest of the day off of recording. It was worth it, though. I hate that click. I didn't cut different audios. I mean, I didn't record it all in one sitting, but I also basically did at the same time. Because what I would do is I'd hit record one of the parts in its entirety, and, like, I recorded a full day in its entirety, right? And then I'd pause it, sync it up to the instrumental, and then immediately go into singing the second day. Pause it, sync it up, and I would just keep syncing everything up and recording it. That way I didn't have to do, like, a bunch of editing later. But other than those very brief pauses to move stuff in the timeline on Audacity, it was basically one take, yeah. But I gotta show you guys something, alright? I gotta get some fucking... I gotta, like, air some beef out, alright, chat? We're gonna fucking start some potential drama with some royalty-free Christmas music YouTube channels, okay? Probably not, actually, but... I tweeted about this vaguely, and everyone was, like, kind of laughing about it. But, like, I'm actually dead fucking serious. Let me find this. Where's this fucking... Is it this one? Give me 1 second, chat. Not that one. Where the fuck is this shit? Yeah. Apparently this version is official YouTube audio library, so whoever the fuck made this shit, this is on the YouTube audio library, I guess. Alright? This is what I was originally gonna use for the music for the 12 Reviews of Christmas, okay? It was originally gonna be this, like, orchestra version, right? Now, you might wonder, what kind of beef could I have with this fucking song, alright? What kind of fucking... Like, why would I be pissed off about this, okay? Well, let me just, let's play Count the Number of Things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This ends on fucking 8. It ends on 8. And I recorded all the way to day 8 before I realized that. Do you understand how angry I was having to record the entirety of the first 8 days a second time because whoever the fuck made this decided that the 12 days of Christmas only needed 8 goddamn days? Oh man, I have never been so mad in my life. So yeah, that's kind of like the behind the scenes thing you wouldn't know, is that I actually recorded the first 8 days, like all that singing, twice. Hey, Scary, what if you tried face cam? Yeah, I'll just be totally blunt and real about this. My room is a mess right now, and I need to clean it, so I'm not doing that. Besides, I think I'm ugly as shit. And, yeah. It's YouTube audio library. Of course, they put more effort into knowing how it sounds than actually making it make sense. Yeah, I mean, how do you fuck up so bad to have 8 days in the 12 days of Christmas? Yeah, like, I just learned how to speak alien out of anger. Fucking phoning home out of anger, bro. Stop with the stupid fucking green orb! Oh my god. Bro, yeah, I don't get why they're called Jingle Punks either. Because when I hear Jingle Punks, I'm expecting to hear, like, Sum 41 come out with a cover of the 12 Days of Christmas. Or like Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit doing the 12 Days of Christmas, bro. I can't. On the first day of Christmas, it's just one of those days. You can click before the fucking orb, god damn it. Oh, you know what? While we're on the topic of Christmas tangents, alright? I got a pretty big one to go on. And I actually posted about this on Twitter as well. It got, like, no traction. But I got a fucking bone to pick with, like, YouTube movie reviewers and movie critics. And, you know, before I say any of this, I say that, but these are guys I genuinely respect and watch a lot of the content of. We're talking about people like, Shay Frillish, or, Shay Frillis? How do you say that? The guy that uses, like, the snail from Moana as his persona, right? Yeah, Shay Frillis, thank you. People like that. I love their content, but I got a fucking bone to pick, alright? 8 Crazy Nights, the Adam Sandler movie, is a fucking masterpiece, and I do not get why everyone on this goddamn planet thinks that it is, like, the scourge of humanity. Okay? That movie is a banger, and I will not accept any 8 Crazy Nights slander. So that's a pretty bold thing to say. Let me back that up, alright? So, 8 Crazy Nights, I don't understand why, like legitimately why people don't like it. Because, like, I can understand why someone wouldn't like it normally, but, like, it gets lumped in as, like, one of the worst Adam Sandler movies, you know what I mean? And that specifically I don't get, because for an Adam Sandler movie, it seems like a legitimately competent project, and, like, here's my thing, right? I spent years on the 8 Crazy Nights is a bad film train. Not vocally, but just in my head I always assumed it was, because the only thing I knew about it was the way these YouTube critics talked about it. People like Shay Frillis deeming it, like, one of the worst animated films, and it just has, like, that stinky reputation, right? It's just known for being a bad film. Like, it's one of those films where you don't need to say anything. You just name the film, and you know its reputation. It's like mentioning, like, Fred the movie, or Freddy Got Fingered, or a lot of bad Fred movies, huh? It's just like, there are some movies where you name them, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's a bad movie, right? And, 8 Crazy Nights just has that reputation, and so, genuinely, like, I don't get it. Now, I can understand not liking the film in general, because, like, people, don't like gross out and stuff, and the movie does have a little bit of gross out. In fact, there is one scene that they are very quick to mention that is kind of disgusting. And I don't even really want to describe it on stream, but it's a pretty gross scene involving reindeer and a guy being knocked over in a porta potty, and you can infer it's gross. The movie has like 2 really gross scenes like that. But other than that, right, my thing with the movie, and this is what really caught me off guard, is a lot of why people hated this movie would get summed up as, like, it would get summed up as, the main character's an asshole, and that makes me fucking hate the movie, right? Like, fuck this movie, the main character's awful, we hate this character, like, this guy's a piece of shit. So, imagine my shock when, through watching all these reviews, watching all these critics talk about how bad the film is, and how juvenile the humor is, and man, there's a lot of shit jokes, and, you know, typical Adam Sandler unfunny. And then I go and watch the film, and to my surprise, the whole point of the film is that the main character had a traumatic event happen in his childhood, which led him to being a nihilistic asshole because he doesn't trust anybody. And the entire point of the film is him learning to accept his past and be okay with crying about it. That's a pretty strong message, in my opinion. They're, like, a movie with the message of it's okay for a man to cry. That's a pretty powerful thing to say, especially in an industry that's just known for demasculating men. You know what I mean? Like, man, you should be crying. That's not manly. And here comes this movie coming out basically saying, dude, your parents died. It's okay. It's okay to cry. That's normal. Like, that's fucking incredible. But then the other thing about the movie is that legitimately the entire point about it is that you have the old man character, Whitey, basically attempting to make the main character not be an asshole. And it's at this point where I need to mention that 8 Crazy Nights would literally not work if the main character wasn't an asshole. Like, the movie fundamentally would not work without that. And it is, like, the entire point of the film. Also, hey, Wizakun. But yeah, it's just, like, legitimately, I don't get it. I don't get how you can hate the film for reasons like the main character's an asshole. Because I do have one very valid criticism, and it is the only criticism I've really had watching the movie. And that's, the jokes, like the seizure jokes, do get old very quickly. Because there's a lot of jokes about, ooh, Whitey's having a seizure because he's an old man, and that's a little unfunny. But other than that, like, the movie was consistently funny. And, like, you almost felt, at least in my opinion, I almost felt sympathetic for the main character towards the end because I wanted him to stop being an asshole. I wanted him to improve as a person. And by the end of the film, he does. He becomes a good person. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think, like, it being put on the same level as, like, some of the really bad Adam Sandler movies will never make sense to me. And also, I gotta appreciate it for being one of the only Hanukkah films. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many Christmas movies, but there's, like, no Hanukkah movies. But yeah, no. I genuinely, like, I was blown away by just how good 8 Crazy Nights was when you compare it to how shit the movie sounds whenever any critic ever talks about it. I don't know. And I have this with a couple movies, like, critics will often trash the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, and that's another one where I have a bone to pick. Granted, I think every sequel was bad. I think the second movie and onwards, they just got worse and worse. Until you get to, like, the fourth film, and it barely even exists, and on the rare chance you may even know there's a fourth film, let alone have seen it, you probably don't remember what it was about. I gotta say, the way critics lump the first movie in with the rest of the films is weird, because the first movie is legitimately not that bad. Like, it's a pretty innocent little movie, you know? I thought it was alright. It was one of those childhood movies, so I don't want to, like, immediately jump in and say it's, like, the best thing ever, because, you know, I'm biased. I watched it as a kid, but I definitely think it's alright. Or, like, here's one thing that I definitely gotta mention, and this goes out of the realm of YouTube critics, and this gets into, like, professional criticism, but one thing I really don't get is, the treatment of stoner comedies by stuff like, Rotten Tomatoes, that's what it's called. Sites like Rotten Tomatoes will be so quick to give movies that are stupid a 0, but it's like, the whole point of the movie is that it's stupid. Like, you go into it wanting a stupid film, you get a stupid film, and it's funny. Like, there's this one movie called Dude, Where's My Car? Okay? This is a movie I think about all the fucking time. It is one of the dumbest, most fucking batshit insane movies I've ever seen. And it's like, not good if you're expecting, like, a serious thing. But if you're just going into it expecting to watch two guys high as shit be fucking idiots, it's kind of funny. And, like, I don't know, it has a similar appeal to me as something like the Beavis and Butthead skits where they would, like, review a song and it'd just be them, like, laughing at the name of the band or something. And it's like, I just don't get how something like Beavis and Butthead can have such a positive reputation, but then movies like that have a negative reputation when it's, like, the same type of comedy, and, yeah, I don't know. Most movie critics are too up their own ass in headspace and can't simultaneously understand the intended audience with their own likes and dislikes versus their own. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I feel like you can't go into Dude, Where's My Car expecting the same quality of something like The Godfather, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are, like, what? Like, no one's going out of their way to watch the Angry Birds movie thinking it's gonna be fucking Citizen Kane. It's just weird. Like, I feel like, as a critic, and this is something even professional critics fail at, you have to not just factor in your own experience with a film, but you have to also factor in how well a film succeeds, not just at appeal, but also at doing what it's trying to do. Because, and this is gonna get into, like, really, like, heavy topics, but I'll keep it as light as I can. Say your movie is, like, a personal piece for, like, the director and nobody else. Like, maybe your movie is, like, a big, analogy for, like, the director's experience with dysphoria, because maybe they're trans or something, right? By design, if you're writing a movie like that, the only people it's gonna resonate with are other trans people who understand what dysphoria feels like, or, you know, that's assuming you don't write it in a way that's meant to make, you know, people who don't have dysphoria or aren't trans, like, resonate with the idea. Like, if your movie's more supposed to be a vent piece, and you're making a movie that's meant to convey the feelings of dysphoria, it's gonna be weird to expect a general audience to resonate with a film that's really just meant for, you know, other trans people, and it's meant to be this sort of catharsis piece. And by the way, I'm not just speaking out of nowhere, because I've seen films like that in, like, film festivals and stuff. It's just, like, it's weird to hold stuff like that on the same candle as everything else, as if there's no difference, when really you gotta understand that a film like that is trying to achieve a specific goal for a specific audience. So it's like, less people are gonna like this movie than this movie, and it's like, yeah? It's because they're not for these people, you know what I mean? I don't think a movie that's about gender dysphoria is going to appeal to as many people as, like, Pixar's Inside Out or something like that. Just as, like, a random example, you know what I mean? It's just weird. It's just very weird. I think that, there's also a discussion of, like, you have to be able to know when you shouldn't review something. Right? You have to know when something is just out of your wheelhouse and acknowledge that you won't get it. That's why I respect when critics like Anthony Fantano have non-starter ratings, where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna give this a rating because I don't feel like I can review this, because that's respectable. Anthony Fantano gives a lot of albums... Oh god, I choked a little bit on my spit. Anyway, Anthony Fantano gives a lot of albums, not goods or very goods, instead of giving them actual numerical scores. And I feel like that's a very good approach, because it's like, yeah, Sebast, the Vultures album, the Kanye West Vultures, that's a good example of it. He was never going to properly reveal Vultures because he doesn't want to, because the outside controversy has tainted his ability to honestly review that album so much that he's not reviewing it. He's just giving it a score, labeling it as a non-starter, saying it's not good. And I feel like more critics have to be willing to do that, because scores are permanent. You know what? You know what I mean? Like scores are a very permanent thing. Like, if you give something a 7, it's gonna be a 7 forever. But if you just say something is a not good, that almost leaves the door open for your opinion to change. Because I feel like if those same critics that gave Dude, Where's My Car a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, if they just said, oh yeah, this is a non-starter, it's not good, and then they just gave their thoughts, that'd be better, because I'd understand that a lot more. I'd understand a critic throwing their hands up and going, you know what? This isn't for me. Right? Because let's be real, I don't see a single critic enjoying Dude, Where's My Car. In GD terms, this is a lot like expecting a casual player to understand what's happening in an impossible level. Like, let's just have someone whose hardest is, problematic do a serious review on Psych Lol Psych. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't work. You have to be a very specific type of audience to properly review and appreciate the thing. God damn it. And it functions as a level meant to be watched pretty well. Yeah, no, Psych Lol Psych is really cool. Fun fact, Psych Lol Psych also made it, almost made it into the 12 Reviews of Christmas, but not, it wasn't not included because of any specific reason. It was just that the levels I picked, I wanted to include more. But that was actually almost one of the levels I included. Because I was going to use it as a jumping off point to talk about the whole invisible gameplay in impossible levels thing. Because that's a big debate. If you're curious what stole Psych Lol Psych's spot, it was Dark Dimension. I wanted to talk about Dark Dimension more, so I put that in instead. And ultimately, I think I made a big, good choice with that. Considering 12 Reviews of Christmas is going to be a thing I do every year, I could do it again and include it the next time. Who knows? You think people mind curse words here? I swear all the time. I don't care. The only thing is that if you swear too much, YouTube might not let your message go through in chat and might just, like, not show it to people because it labels it as spam because YouTube chat is weird. But most of the time people have a fine time swearing, so it's alright. God, I am having such... I mean, I literally said that would happen. Having a hard time with that part. I'll just be honest, you're going to run into swear words for the rest of your life. The words themselves are fine, except for slurs. It's the context that matters. Well, yeah, exactly. It's like... If I say, yo, this is fucking sick, that's just a word. But if I say, fuck you, that has a much different energy, and it sounds a lot more toxic because you're insulting someone. Or like, I'm trying to think of an example, because I honestly just swear so casually, I don't even really think about how I'm using the words. But it's like, a common one that I use as an example a lot is the word bitch, because, if you say, like, yo, you're a fucking bitch, like, that sounds really mean, because it is, right? But, if you say, like, yo, this bitch is really cool, it kind of becomes this, like, descriptive word, and not even descriptive word, it just becomes this, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, it's the same way people use the word bro, almost. It's like, yo, bro's really cool, you know, this bitch is really cool. It's very similar. I mean, it's like there's no disrespect there, and no one's going to find any disrespect there. I mean, of course, someone might, but, you know. Yeah, like, swear words a lot of the times are like... I don't know how to describe it, but it's like... I think what is the big example? It's like saying, this shit is cool versus you're a piece of shit, where it's almost like two different words, even though it's the same word, because of just how different they are and how one is really toxic and the other isn't, you know? Yeah. Am I monetized? Yeah. I try not to sacrifice my content for that, though. I don't want to sell my soul to the YouTube ads. You know what I mean? I just want to be me. The only censorship I do is stuff that's necessary to keep my channel up. Like in the, in monthly demon completions, I couldn't say the original name of Tartarus because I wanted to because I was going to mention its old name to make fun of it, but I couldn't because at the time I was going to say the old name for Tartarus. YouTube was being sued, I think, because there were terrorist recruitment videos that were found on the platform or something. I don't know, but like even just saying that word on YouTube for the longest time could get you, like, fucked. Alright, cool. Got the run. It's the thing that Wezakun just said. Yeah, and the way I edited that... Okay, can I be honest about something, chat? I have grown to kind of hate the, I've grown to hate the Reviewing the Demon List series. Not because it's bad, but because, like, I feel like I could do so much better now. To the point where I've sat there at work, kind of just drowning in my own thoughts, right? And I've toyed with the idea of redoing the monthly, or not the monthly demon, or I've toyed with the idea of re-reviewing the demon list. Like, it would probably either be a series or a one video, I'm not sure, but I've toyed with the idea of just making re-reviewing the demon list. Because it's like, I rewatched the Supercut recently, right? Because I was watching it with a friend in call, because they wanted to see it. And, the thing is, I don't necessarily disagree with any of my opinions, but the way that I review a lot of those levels, you can tell that I had nothing to say about. And on that note, I probably should have just said that. If a level comes up and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to say about this level, just say, I don't know what the fuck to say about this level because it's boring. Right? Like, that was probably the thing that made the series as bad as it was in a lot of places, is I would force myself to talk about levels that I did not give a shit about. Right? Like fucking some random ass shit would come up, like, I don't know, I can't even name it because I don't care about the levels. Let's do this, chat. Let's pull up Pointer Crate right now. Okay. Let's pull up Pointer Crate. And actually just make sure nothing comes up when I type this, because it's always dangerous when the letter P is the first thing you're putting in the search bar. Anyway, surprisingly, nothing weird came up. But yeah. Anyway. Fucking, looking at, like, the demon list, right? Like, I'm just gonna scroll until I find a good example of this. The fuck is Blood Echo? That name goes so hard. What? What is Blood Echo?
My senior year of high school.
I want to see Blood Echo, dude. Oh my god, it uses this song. Well, this actually doesn't look that bad. It's a little generic, but this is kind of cool. Get on it. This is kind of cool. Huh. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let me keep looking. Henkin, I've heard, is really cool. Esfera, that's a good example of it. Esfera is like... I think I had one legitimate thing to say about it, and that was the eye strain. I think if I remember correctly... Yeah! This is the level with this part. And I hate looking at this. This actually fucking blinds me. This looks so bad. It's so bright for no reason. But ignoring that, it's like, this is like a fucking 4-minute long level, right? And, for being 4 minutes, most of it looks like this. So, you know, to me, who fucking cares? Why would I even try to find something interesting to say about this when I could just say, it just looks like a generic glow level, moving on. And there you go, I just reviewed it in like 5 seconds. Does anyone even remember the level Akashic Records? I do, because Akashic Records is one of the funniest things ever to me. Oh my god, Lotus Flowers at 116. Hardest duel level, and it's not even close to... Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, Akashic Records is one level away from falling off the list. Anyway, Akashic, to me, is one of the funniest levels on the list because of the frame. And for those of you who don't know what I'm referring to by the frame, a thing about Akashic Records is this level, I'm convinced, was not merged properly. I am convinced that this thing was merged very poorly because of the frame. I believe it's around here. I'll play it normally, and then I'll see if... I'll go to it later. Yeah, right here. Oh, wait, no. Is it after this duel? It's after this wave, yeah. It's right here. It's so distractingly bright. Okay, so that, like, bright flash you saw in the video, that is because for a single frame, they didn't... They like, fucked up the merging. I don't know exactly how it happened, but basically on that one frame, if I can go to it here, YouTube frame by frame can be really slow. Come on. Give it to me. Give me the frame. Can you not see it properly in this video? Hang on. I have a solution for that. Give me 1 second. Hopefully my PC doesn't have a seizure pulling up a 4K showcase while I'm streaming. No, we're good. Okay. I want to show you guys the frame. Also, this is an old showcase. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, basically, because the merging was so poor, this happens. Because the foreground layer, the color changes after you teleport in. And what's funny is you can tell it's bad merging because you see the background here, it doesn't start moving until you get here. And that is all I can think of when I think of Akashic Records. Oh, God. Okay, so I got 54 to 100. Let's do, like, 45 to 100, yeah. God, I'm so scared of that dual click. What Linux distro do you recommend to a beginner? Linux Mint. Do not use Manjaro. That was a mistake I made in that video. It was a healthy mistake. It was a good one to make, but not one that you should make. Manjaro Linux is actually why I was lagging so badly in the early completions of the Rebeat arc. Like, compare how bad... Actually, I could just show this. Hang on a minute. I wanna show this really quick, because this is actually something I really want to get off my chest. Manjaro Linux, no matter how much I tinkered with it... And for the record, I only wanted to use Manjaro because it was Arch-based. Okay? But, let me... I want to show you guys how bad iSpy was lagging for me before. Yeah, okay. We'll grab that. I just want to show you guys a comparison of frames. Also, this level's like 2.5 minutes long. Yeah, so I beat iSpy yesterday, that's right. Okay, so we'll go there, and then we'll go here. Alright. So this is my frames on iSpy when I played it on Linux Mint. Or, not Linux Mint, sorry. This is my frames when I played iSpy on Manjaro. Okay? And boom, they go down. There are a lot of cases where I'm straight up below 100 FPS. It was lagging like crazy, and I had no idea why. Right? And for some reason, all the scaled-up objects look bad. Oh yeah, no, that's right. To get it to run, I had to play on low graphics. So, like, we're on low graphics, on the LDM, and I'm below 100 FPS. Okay? And I also couldn't stream it. But then, last night on stream, now that I'm on Linux Mint, full detail, high graphics, while streaming, and I basically stay at 240. Honestly, the performance boost of Linux Mint has been so massive that I basically cannot complain about lag anymore. If a level does lag, it really has a problem, because I do not really lag anymore. "60 FPS is good enough?" Not really. Not when you have the game set to run above 60. If you are playing at 60 anyway, then yeah, but not when your physics are higher than 60. Do I think Classical by Ray Oriens is an insane demon? Yeah. I mean, it's harder than Sharp Minor and Stalemate, and those are, like, the hardest hard demons, so... And by that I mean the hardest levels that should be hard demon, not like... You know what I mean. I can skip the yellow ball, or the yellow orb in the ball. I'm probably not gonna do that, just because I want to try to keep things as consistent as possible. That triple. I'm so worried about that triple. I think I know what you're talking about, because I think I discovered that when I was originally beating this. Yeah, because you just drop in like that. God, did fucking Serpunge have to cover the screen with a foreground thing right before you jump the triple? Am I ever gonna beat Sweet Dreams? Yeah, actually. I'm planning on doing it when the Rebeat arc is over. Because I want to go through and do every 1.9 Circles level. I know how bad it is, by the way. I do know. Click the second green orb again. God damn it. Good night, dress up. This level looks amazing. This might be some of Serpunge's best deco. The gameplay I'm starting to warm up to. I think I like it more because of my mentality on the rebeats. I think generally, by the time the rebeats for the Gauntlets are over, I'm going to have a more positive opinion on the Gauntlets, all of them, because I already do for every Gauntlet I've played so far, because I'm better at the game, so there's less struggle. But I also don't like feeling that way, because to me, all of the appeal of the 2.1 Gauntlets specifically is that they were perfect for helping you improve as a player. Going through the Demon Gauntlet was a central focal point for me at improving at the game, right? Because I would build all of my skill around the Demon Gauntlet. I'd be, like, preparing to beat Sidestep. I'd be preparing to beat Mechanical Showdown. I'd be preparing to beat Hell, you know? What are my thoughts on Chase's levels now that I've rebeat them? The exact same. I think that Sidestep is his best level and is good, and I dislike pretty much all the others. Although, I will say I like Hellgate Menace a lot more, now that I've come to terms with the fact that the only reason I hated it was because Rob rated it wrong. Like, going into it and treating it like an easy demon made it a lot more fun. And Hellgate Menace has fucking aura, dude. Hellgate Menace has so much goddamn aura. Okay, I gotta remember to fly straight, wait for the bush, and then go up. That's a visual cue I gotta use. The main reason I'm trying to go all the way to 100 from this run when I really don't have to is just so I can sort of snuff out all of the little ending choke point deaths that would happen from 0 if I wasn't doing this. Because I'll tell you this second time around, this is getting really consistent. And I hope I keep that consistency from 0. All goes well, maybe I'll be able to beat Calypso Blitz this stream. We did start early, after all. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Moldy. I haven't really been reading chat that much in general, and when I have, I've just been reading the first message I've seen. The first jump of Quantus processing is physically impossible on 60 FPS, which is a problem for 1% on every extreme. I'm not saying this to your message, I'm saying this to that criticism because I've heard it from other people. So, don't take this the wrong way, I'm not saying this to insult you. But when I hear that, I gotta be honest, I don't give a shit. like, at all. I feel like the first click being hard is just something I've come to expect. And whenever I hear criticisms like that when it comes to, like, top play extremes, I feel like you also have to be willing to criticize Tidal Wave for having over 60 frame perfects in the wave. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a mix for me of frame perfects kind of being overrated in difficulty, combined with the fact that, like, if you're beating a level that hard, frame perfects really aren't the biggest deal in the world. Like, the only gameplay thing I truly despise in Quantus is the one spam wave. Like, there's a mini wave spam in Quantus that has a click counter, but I also don't get why it has a click counter because it's already like an ILL type spam. It's like a really tight jitter. Also, yeah, I can see you, Tina Bag. But it's impossible not frame perfect? On 60, but like Quantus was made for 2.2 where you should not be playing on 60. It's just like, here's the other thing, right? I can't hear this level as a frame perfect, therefore it's bad, and take that seriously anymore, now that I'm a victor of, Formula X. Because, like, yeah, frame perfects are low quality, but, like, I beat a level that has a 240 Hz frame perfect at 16%, and it's Hard Demon. there's just always going to be drama around the top 1. I mean, like, people have been complaining about the top 1 being too hard ever since Sano 924's Hell series. You know what I mean? It's just always going to be a criticism, and I feel like you have to present a lot more than just the gameplay's bad because it's hard or because a click sucks. Because, like, when I hear the criticisms towards Slaughterhouse, I can take those seriously and understand it, because with Slaughterhouse, the main criticism is that the beginning being difficult but slow makes it boring. I've actually heard a very similar criticism to Congregation, and I can see it there, too. But generally, a click being hard, I just don't... I don't know. Because one of my favorite levels has a click like that at the beginning. Fucking Unknown. I forget who made it, but the like, Wave Extreme Unknown has honestly a worse beginning than Quantus. Do I hate Theory of Everything as a song? Hate's a bit of a strong word there. I dislike it. I think it's easily the worst Rob Top song. Okay. I feel like nobody's gonna understand this, and so apologies if this is the most random-ass, deep-cut, strange reference, but I swear to God, this is where my head's at with it. Every single time I hear Theory of Everything song, all I can think of is this fake pop song from the episode of iCarly where Spencer can't stop pranking people. It sounds just like that to me, and so it's distracting as fuck, and it makes me hate it. I know it's super random, but, like... Let me see if I can pull this up. I legit... Like, I know that I'm not crazy here, but that's why I've hated it, because it just sounds distractingly like an iCarly song to me. I gotta find this. Now that I'm pulling this up, I don't know if I can play this on stream without getting the stream blocked in all countries, because it's probably super copyright protected. Also, I don't know if that's the song I'm thinking of, because I just played it, and I don't think that's the right one. Am I thinking of a song from Victorious? I watched Nick sitcoms when I was a kid, okay? Sue me. I don't know. But it sounds like one of those, like, faux pop songs that they would have in, like, the Nick sitcoms. And it's so distractingly, like, bad. I don't know. The stream will only get blocked in Russia and Belarus? Okay, fair enough. Dude, I don't know what the fuck Russia's got against Stereo Madness. Why is that jump doing that now? damn it. Belarus glazes Russia, so they will block it too, I guess. You know, I just realized the song I'm thinking of isn't from the pranking episode. It's from the episode where they had the in-universe pop star Megan Fox play live on stage. And, like, the whole conflict was, oh, she's a washed-up pop star, and we gotta make her look good even though she doesn't look good in the live performance, right? It sounds like that song. I don't know. It's probably too deep cut for it to make any sort of, like, sense, or for anyone to be like, oh, I get what you mean, but yeah, like, there's just this one song in a Nick sitcom, and I swear, the instrumental to it, it's all Theory of Everything 2, or not 2, it's all the first Theory of Everything could make me think of. Yeah. It's Nickelodeon brain rot. I grew up watching Nick sitcoms, and so the brain rot, you know. People think brain rot's a new thing. No, it's not. I grew up watching Nickelodeon. You know, the sad thing is, too, is I cannot watch shows like iCarly anymore. That's not how you're supposed to do that, and that worked. But yeah, I cannot watch shows like iCarly anymore, because I'm burdened with the knowledge that Jeanette McCurdy had an eating disorder while she was fucking playing Sam on iCarly. So they have Sam, a character where they constantly make jokes about her eating a bunch of fried chicken, and like, she eats all this food, to the point where you could say that she's binge eating. And then you find out that while this was happening in the real world, Jeanette McCurdy had an eating disorder and was, like, actually binge eating. And it just makes it really, really hard to watch the show, because imagine being a child actor with an eating disorder playing a character that obsessively, compulsively eats. It makes it so hard to watch the show. Like, it's so uncomfortable. I'm kind of glad that Jeanette McCurdy's finally starting to escape being known as the one girl that played Sam on iCarly, and now she's kind of just being known as Jeanette McCurdy, because she's so much more than the one character she played when she was a child. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I think I've got that down. Dark Dimension is called Dark Dimension because it uses Dimension as the song. I kind of wish I said this in the review, because I really, like, if I have a positive thing to say, even if it's minor, I try to say it. But, I do like the theming of Dark Dimension. Right? Like, I don't think the theme was done well. I think it was very poorly executed. But more what I mean is I like the idea of a Black Blizzard remake being themed around, like, an alternate dimension, you know what I mean? But I feel like for them to do that theme a lot better, they probably should have done, like, a progressive form of that, where, like, the farther in you get into the level, the more the reality starts to shift and become more fucked up, right? Like, imagine if the farther you got into the level, the more you fell through a portal. Or maybe they could have used the Blizzard part of Black Blizzard, right? And they could have done, like, a Wizard of Oz thing and had, like, a tornado suck you in and pull you into, like, some weird-ass alternate reality or some shit like that. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something with the progression that would have made the theme a lot cooler. But, like, all that aside, I like the idea. I really do. But it just was not done well. How would I do the tiers of a Gauntlet tier list? My thing is, the Gauntlet tier list, fundamentally, I will never agree with it now. And I kind of want to remake it at some point. Because now, I don't think there are any F-tier gauntlets. Actually, I take that back. There is only one F-tier gauntlet, and it's Crystal. That is the only F-tier gauntlet. All the others are not F-tier. Thing is, water as a gauntlet ended up being the new hardest gauntlet, and so that's like the one thing that keeps it out of F for me, because once you beat the demon gauntlet, the water gauntlet is like the next big thing to go for, you know what I mean? There's a click here, and it's that right there, the click into the ball, that's really finicky, and so I'm really worried about dying there from zero. Oh, that green orb didn't work. Whatever, I got that run, that was pretty good. Alright, now is where I don't go all the way to 100 and I just start connecting runs to learn it. I mean, I don't know if I've ever publicly said this before, but I just don't care about upcoming top ones anymore. Like, I'm very reserved with what levels I give a shit about, and when it comes to upcoming top ones, I can count the ones that I care about on one hand. Alright, are you ready, chat? Exasperation, Grief, Angelicide, Eternus. I think that's it, actually. Exasperation, Grief, Angelicide, and Eternus. Those are the four I care about. Oh, and, the Terraria one. The Terraria Calamity one. I forget the name of it. Vehemence. I only remembered it that quickly because I was singing the lyrics of the song, because Vehemence. God. Heliopolis, I don't know enough about Heliopolis to care. Plus, I think Heliopolis had a pretty bad, pretty rocky foundation the moment it was conceived, because the decision at first to make it 60 Hz only was, like, terrible, but because it was built around that, making it not 60 hertz only is also terrible. So, like, I don't know. I feel like from the get-go, that's a pretty bad idea. But I could be wrong. There's a reason I don't review things until they're finished and out. Because this is the thing, chat. And you probably picked up on this from the shitty Grief review in 12 Reviews of Christmas. I love Grief. It's such a good level, in my opinion. But I don't want to review it until it's finished. I have that as, like, a self-imposed rule, where I do not review things until they're finished. And I do that because things can change. Like, okay. Let me hit you with a scenario, alright? Let's say I reviewed Grief right now. Like, I just ended stream right now, I dropped everything, and I just started recording a review of Grief, right? What's the one thing you expect me to talk about? Yeah, the verification. There you go, French fries. It's, the fact it uses CBF. That's, like, the one thing that everyone wants to talk about it, right? And, now, let me ask you a question. Alright? So, let's say I go ahead and I release the review right now. Should I talk about the CBF situation? Do you think that would be worth bringing up in the video? Basically. Yeah, and I agree. With the current way things are going, it is worth talking about the CBF situation. But now, let's say I do that. I release the review, I talk about Grief, I talk about how cool it looks, I talk about, you know, the CBF controversy and how it's a damn shame that it won't get rated, but how maybe it'll get rated when Rob adds CBF, who knows. And now here's an interesting thing. The random gauntlet contest just concluded. We know what levels are going to be put into the gauntlets. Now we literally just have to wait for Rob to release the update. Because Rob has to release the update for the random gauntlets to come out, because it's not in the game's textures, which means we have to get an update to get the random gauntlet. Meaning an update for the game is right around the corner. Like, if Rob releases that update, and CBF is in that update, and now CBF is just official, which, by the way, that might not happen. Don't take this as like a that will happen thing. I'm just talking scenarios here. But let's say he releases that update, and CBF gets added in that update. Well, now suddenly my entire fucking review is invalidated because I talked about CBF for a few minutes. And, I don't even know what that word means, Moldy Duchess. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, it's like, just fucking Rob adds CBF into the game officially, now the whole review's invalidated, and do you see why I don't talk about things until they're out? Because, like, there's a legitimate chance that it just won't matter. There's a legitimate chance that, yeah. You get what I'm trying to say. And so, I don't like reviewing things until they're finished, because at least if Grief gets verified before CBF is added, then it's worth talking about. And the very few times I have broken this rule, guess what's happened? I don't know how much of this is public. I've been told things that are not known publicly, so I have to kind of be careful, because I really don't know what is and isn't public on this topic. But you guys know Ascension to Heaven, right? Ascension to Heaven is a 2.1 upcoming top 1, which means who knows if it's top 1 now. And it was well loved for its theming and its, how unique it was, basically. And I made 2 videos on it. The first one is in the Levels I'm Not Proud Of, or the Videos I'm Not Proud Of playlist, because it's just talking about the Twitter drama, and I don't do that anymore. But the other video was talking about its theme, and how I thought it did the theme of attempting to ascend very well, and how the level was not supposed to take place post-ascension, but pre-ascension, right? It was a video that I was really proud of, because I tackled the very difficult topic of religious theming, and didn't butcher it. So, you know. And, the thing is, I made that video more because I thought it was an interesting way to kind of jump off and talk about artistic theming, and it wasn't really a review. Like, that video I do not consider to be a review of Ascension to Heaven, right? But even then, I still would argue that I broke my rule with that video. And now here's the part where the stuff that I don't know how much I can say comes in, so I'm gonna kind of choose my words carefully, but, let me... I really don't know how much is known. I'm just Googling something to see. Alright, there's a YouTube playlist called All Ascension to Heaven Parts. Cool. Okay, so I don't know... I feel like it's fine to say this. Hopefully I'm not leaking, and I'm going to give as little details as I can on this, because I really just don't want to leak. But basically, a lot of the parts in Ascension to Heaven have been replaced, and look completely different than what any of you guys have seen in, like, the showcases. And again, I don't know how much I was told privately versus how much I've seen publicly, so I really don't know how much I can say, but a lot of Ascension to Heaven's parts have been replaced. And now, the thing is, and this is the tricky part, because I really don't want to get full reviewer mode and discuss the parts in case they haven't been seen, but basically, I don't like a lot of the new parts. I think a lot of the old parts were way better. And I really want to cite a specific part as an example, because I have a lot to say, but I don't know if that part being replaced is public, so I'm not going to say it. But I just know I think the old parts are better than the new parts. That, and I'm going to be very vague about this, so I apologize, but a decision, that's all I'm going to say, a decision was made with the level that I really disagree with. Like, I think it's basically enough to ruin the level, in my opinion. Like, it takes the level from, like, a 10 out of 10 to a fucking 2 out of 10 for me. And, yeah, I really wish I could say what that decision is, but I don't know if that's public or not. It's not about its theming. It's just something it did with the deco that I really fucking hate. A lot of you are probably gonna infer off of that, but I don't want to leak. But yeah, this decision that was made fucking destroys the level, in my opinion. It's so bad. And, I think might actually be a driving force for why some of the parts were replaced, too. I don't know. But my point, right, is with everything I'm saying, it horribly dates the video that I made, because now I just don't like the level. You know what I mean? And a big part of that video was me saying that I really like the level, and now I don't like the level. So that's why I don't, you know, review things before they're finished, because, like, I've run into so many scenarios where a level will... I'll like, see a level, I'll have an opinion on it, and then it'll come out, and the level's, like, completely different in some aspect. Here's a good example, actually. Centipede is a really good example of it. I loved the 2.1 version of Centipede, and I really don't like the 2.2 version of Centipede. I think the shaders are pointless, I think that the camera controls look awful, and I think the level's colors being brightened made it look worse, because the level very, very heavily benefited from the dark lighting. Like, I legitimately just think the 2.1 version of Centipede was better. And that's just another example of how 2.2 updates and honestly just waiting for a level to be finished in general is a good move. Because I'm pretty sure I reviewed Centipede, right? I think I did. I don't even remember, but if I did, I know for a fact I waited for the 2.2 update. And I waited for the verification and all that sort of stuff. Because that's just how I do it, you know? I don't like just reviewing something before it's out. Because I don't want to say something sucks and then have it turn out that it's good. Or vice versa. Yep, I'm so worried about doing that from 0. Alright, 29 to whatever that was. We're doing alright. I think we might be ready to play from 0. Also, how you doing, Scarf? I haven't properly said hi to you. I've been reading your messages in chat, but haven't, like, properly said anything. The only level I fully dislike in the game is Really Fun Baseball. That is fair. Hey, real JPT official. I don't know how I survived that long, because I was being thrown off by the old ship physics. Because I spent so long botting everywhere at the end of time earlier that, I'm used to the new ship physics right now. Hey, Wizakun. You're sober? Let's go. I didn't realize I was going to be upside down. Have I seen the new top 1 silent levels list level? Yes, I have. I'm aware it's circles, and I have to put it on my list. I'm probably not going to bot it myself. I'm probably going to just use 5 hands macro to showcase it, like I've done for a lot of other levels like that. Can I just say, 5-pan does not get enough credit in this community. Like, I guarantee you, even if you don't realize it, you've probably done something or seen something that 5-pan was involved with. Like, half of the impossible level showcases that FNM used to do that would get super popular were showcased by 5-pan. Like, FNM recorded it, sure, but they were, like, 5-pan's macro, right? Like, that Dolor and Materna macro he used, that's 5-pan. I don't know, they probably did Ballistic Wistfully. But so much shit that, like 5-pan botted Suffer, the unnerfed version. 5-pan botted Life Goes On. 5-pan's the one that botted Back on Track by Scub. And I also know that it's partially because the impossible level community as a whole is not that well known, but, is it spelled 5-pan? No, it's P-H-I-P-A-N. Like that. But they've botted so many things, and there are so many levels that I am convinced would just straight up go unshowcased if it wasn't for them. I really want to see them get more attention. Like, I want to see their showcase channel blow up a little bit, because they deserve it. God, the green orbs in this level are so punishing. Weirdly, I know I'm playing from 0, but it feels like I'm just getting another run, right? Like I'm just trying to get the level consistent to go to 100 from a run. Went too early. That is alright. You're doing a run from 0? I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. My point is it feels like a run that's not from 0. Nerves kicked in so bad there. This robot's the hardest part? Yeah. Thunderbeam Craves is already dethroned by Luatron? Yeah, it is. Thing is, Thunderbeam Craze can't place on the CNCLL because it's 2.1 only, and I don't place 2.1 only levels. But the level that dethroned it is Circles and works in 2.2, so... Progress? Yeah. I mean, once I got to the bubble part, I knew I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where the confidence is. I don't know the percentage, but go is when I get to the bubble part. I finally figured out how to describe this part. I get why I like this part so much. It's because it reminds me of Planet X. The way you fall into it and the way the music gets all weird. That's what it is. It reminds me of Planet X. No, with your stupid jump ring inside of the portal. Fuck you. I gotta say this, chat. It's been a while since I've updated you all on this. But my weight loss journey has been going alright. The actual, like, because of my low metabolism, I haven't actually been losing a lot of weight yet. But I'm getting to the point where it's going to start, because the big thing I've done that has helped me get on the path to it is adjust my diet. I've been eating a lot more healthy, and just in general, I've been eating less, right? Which is helpful. I think that's a very important step. And don't worry, when I say eating less, I'm not eating, like, unhealthily low. I mean, like, I'm eating just the 3 meals a day, you know, sometimes 2 meals a day, because honestly, my appetite has just gone down, which is good, right? And occasionally I'll have, like, a small snack, like a little bit of potato chips or something, but nothing crazy. But generally, like, I've been eating a lot less. And honestly, that's been assisted by the fact that I'm honestly too busy at work to eat. Which, I mean, hey, that works, right? But, yeah, so that's like, helpful. But here's the big thing. And this is actually what's always made losing weight hard. I've mentioned this in the past, but I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, there is not a lot in my area unless I drive out to a certain distance. Like, I have to drive at least 15 minutes to get somewhere useful. And the problem with that is I don't have a driver's license. Right? And, because of that, other people have to drive me places. So the big struggle has always been, like, I don't have anywhere to exercise, really. So... yeah, I mean, I got a VR headset for Christmas, not this year, but last year, and that's actually helped quite a bit, because a lot of exercise I have been getting recently has just been playing a lot of Beat Saber, which does a lot more than you would think. That is surprisingly a lot more exercise than you'd expect. Beat Saber is kind of crazy, bro. But yeah, it's, other than that, I haven't really had that much to do. So really, the next step of my weight loss journey is to find, like, a good and consistent exercise routine. and do that, because, that's something I need. I keep forgetting to jump there. Run in place with slippery socks. Bro, that makes me think of when 10-Minute Crafts told you to pour dish soap on the floor and run in place. Make a treadmill. Which is like, that is how you break your neck, right there. Don't do that. Yeah, not a lot of people remember 5-Minute Crafts. But unfortunately, I do. I can't believe YouTube used to front page that shit. Fucking God. You just unlocked a memory I forgot about. These are the things that I, unfortunately, cannot forget about. I just have this inherent ability to bring up things that just give people the strongest PTSD. Like I just bring back regressed memories. Like, all I gotta do is be like, hey, you remember Fanboy and Chum Chum? And I give, like, half my chat a heart attack. Like, oh god, that show existed. What the fuck? I guarantee you that's the exact reaction I'm about to get. Yep. There you go. Dude, you know what the worst part is? I don't now, but when I was like a young kid, I thought that Fanboy and Chum Chum was like peak entertainment. I don't know what I was on, bro. I think I was too young to comprehend what was actually happening. I was like, yo, they're drinking slushies! There was this one game on, like, the Nickelodeon website, and it was a Fanboy and Chum Chum video game. It was like a Flash game. And I used to love it, because the whole point of it was that you were, like, going around and you were trying to, like... I think you were just stocking shelves, actually. And I loved it. And because I was a kid, I didn't realize that I was playing a clone of Hotel Mario. I'm sorry, that's just... I just love the idea of me as a kid playing Hotel Mario Fanboy and Chum Chum clone, and I'm just... This is the best game ever! Y'all remember Filthy Frank? Of course I do. Now all I wish, and this is their big missed opportunity, they should have done Hotel Mario cutscenes, and we could have had Fanboy and Chum Chum CDI. I honestly, though, I will say this. Fanboy and Chum Chum has this reputation of being the worst Nick show ever, and I get it. But also, I've seen so much worse on Nickelodeon. Like, y'all ain't ready for this, but you remember Sanjay and Craig? That shit was ass. That was actual brain rot. That's what that was. That and Breadwinners. and then I can do it for Cartoon Network too. Remember CN Real? Where Cartoon Network decided, you know what, cartoons are kind of lame. On the Cartoon Network, let's do some live-action shows. And then you had Andrew WK hosting Destroy, Build, Destroy. Andrew WK, by the way. I don't think anyone realized that that's who that was. They had fucking Andrew WK host a children's game show on Cartoon Network. I loved every second of that show, and I want them to bring it back, but they should only bring it back if Andrew WK is the host again. Okay. Andrew WK is a lot of things, but I know him primarily as a musician, okay? And I gotta show you something, because this will really tell you what kind of person Andrew WK is. And he's a really cool person, but like, alright, let me get a better quality. The Wikipedia one, yeah. So this is the album art for Andrew WK's album, I Get Wet, which, by the way, Frostwave, you mentioned it in chat, this is the album that has Get Ready to Die on it. This is one of his album covers, right? And the story of how he got this album cover, I'm not kidding, is that he decided, while his friend was getting ready to take a photo of him, he decided to smack himself in the face with a brick. And that's how we got this album cover. Guy is fucking insane, and I love it. And that's the guy they got to host Cartoon Network's children's game show. Yeah, apparently that was real. And I just... he's insanely committed to the bit. There's some people that just, like, hurt themselves for content. It's kind of like the WWE thing, like, where they will actively hurt each other, but they're, like, okay with it because they know the value they're getting out of doing it. I've always kind of joked, and this is a rather dark joke, but I've always joked that, a lot of entertainment is just blood magic. Because you're just hurting yourself for other people. Dude, I love Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. That show's great. Why do I like so much Nick Brainrot? I don't. I mean, I really like Destroy, Build, Destroy, but none of the Nick shows I've mentioned I like. Almost every show I've mentioned I fucking hate. It's bad. Sanjay and Craig, I think, is one of the worst animated things. I will say, there's this one show that was on, Cartoon Network's CN Reel, but wasn't made by Cartoon Network or any other studios. And I don't know how they got it, but it was a show called Hole in the Wall. And the idea was that they'd stand on a platform and walls would come at them with shapes on them, and they had to move their body to fit into the hole. And it was actually, like, really entertaining. Weirdly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's crazy how many, game shows I'm nostalgic for, when honestly, I didn't even really like game shows, but there were some that I just really liked. Like, Nickelodeon had one called Brain Surge. Admittedly, I don't remember that much about Brain Surge, but I remember that on, like, the final stage, they had to, like, walk on a platform cut with, light-up buttons, and they had to, like, basically play Simon with the floor. Which I thought was kind of cool. Invisible orb part. Alright, we're good. my god, that orb is so punishing. Oh, fuck, Oh, fuck, I got so nervous. I can't even talk. I need to, like... Evil Space UK dies. I'm too nervous to talk. Or else I'll stutter too much. Fucking hell. I can't react, otherwise I'll stutter. Evil Space UK. Fucking hell. Chat probably gonna crucify me for this. I kinda like the Loud House. Okay, so the Loud House, I think, was good, but here's my thing on the Loud House, right? It got worse every season. Not only did it get worse every season, but I also believe the moment, the exact second the creator of the show got exposed as a terrible person, they should have just instantly killed the entire show. Because now you can't watch the show without thinking about it. Because even with him not working on the show is based off his life. So it's just like, I got a YouTube Studio notification on my phone just now, and I need to check what it is, but I'm mid-run. And it's a good run. Never mind, I shouldn't have said anything. Alright, what was that notification? Oh, god damn it! It was literally just, hey, check out your analytics! Fuck off. YouTube! How dare you murder me? YouTube is like, nah. Content's too good, don't let him beat it yet. Fun fact, you can hack verify on modified GD levels. I mean, yeah, you use a glitch, but I also don't think that's legit, and I don't think that would actually, like, you know... I mean, you don't even need to hack verify levels. You can upload levels without verifying them now, if I'm not mistaken. Unless Rob removed that after adding it in. No, hack verifying doesn't get you leaderboard banned. If you claim that the hack verification is legit, it will, but if you're transparent about it being illegitimate, like, they don't care. I mean, how do you think Riot uploaded Eternus? I think it used to get you leaderboard banned, but it doesn't anymore. You want to know what will get you leaderboard banned in GD nowadays? Beating an extreme from 0 in practice mode with 0% complete in Mega Hack. Just like I did a month ago. Yeah, I figured that wasn't allowed. I had a feeling. I mean, here's the rule of thumb that I apply now. If you can't do it in the vanilla game, it's probably not allowed. That's why I'm such a purist with, like, how my runs are. Like, that's why I don't use CBF, it's why I don't use platformer saves. Even if a level allows platformer saves, like Labyrinth, I don't do it. Even if RobTop said it was allowed, I'm not risking it. Like, the only thing I'm okay with using that isn't possible in the vanilla game is cosmetic stuff. Like, I play with the 1.9 particles because I think they look cool. God damn it. Low-key, I hate the YouTube weekly recap question because, like, dude, I don't care how many viewers watch my videos on a TV. Yeah. I low-key don't even check the weekly analytics because I'm so forward-thinking. Like, when I release a video, I, like, watch the premiere, I watch the general reception of the video for, like, a day, and then I just move on and I'm instantly like, alright, time to work on the next video. Like, right now, because I just want to get it done and end the meme, I've been exclusively just recording, or not recording, but, editing the iceberg. Because at this point, it's been 2 years. Over that, potentially. Like, there are several points in the Iceberg Part 3 where I mention how some of the information might become outdated because 2.2 just came out. You wanna know the real thing that's annoying me about Iceberg Part 3 and making it? And this is only gonna get worse as we get more of them, by the way. But the thing that annoys me is I don't even think it's one of my better videos. Like, I think it's gonna come out, I think it's good, and I think people are gonna be like, ooh, this is an alright video. But I just don't... I don't feel like the time I'm putting into it's gonna be worth it. That's what bugs me. I feel like it's gonna be a very okay video. And the reason it's gonna have rewatch of it, that's true. And plus, the Iceberg Supercut's gonna go hard. But the reason I say that is because it's not like the time spent has been on editing at all. It's been spent on not just research, but gathering footage. That's the hard part. Because, like, let me open this up, alright? I'm opening up the project file for Iceberg Part 3 really quick. This will also prove that I've been working on it, so people know, okay? I'm actually really worried. Don't crash. Don't crash anything, please. Because I'm editing in 4K. Please be fine. If I end stream suddenly, you know why. But yeah, see, I've edited quite a bit, but also I have so much more to go, because I'm at the 14th audio, right? And there are 131 MP3 files of me talking that I have to edit into this. And I've edited 14 of them. But, also, I feel like it's going to speed up from here. But the thing is, yeah, because all of these are just chunks of me recording, because that's how I record. So, like, if I have to talk about a point on the iceberg, like, say, Skibbity level, right? I record the chunk about me talking about Skibidi level, I drop it into a folder, and I label that 13, because that helps me stay organized and makes editing easier. And so, all of these are me talking about different points on the iceberg, and, I mean, they're labeled, you can see. And some of them are long, too. Like, look at how many I spend talking about the end-level hacking method. And, like, what could Skibidi level possibly be about? So a funny thing, I had to showcase Skibidi level to edit this part. So this morning, I randomly uploaded a showcase of Skibidi level to my showcase channel, and I got a bunch of comments being like, why? Why did you do this? And this is why. But basically, and you're gonna laugh, Skibidi level was the final level uploaded in 2.1. That's why it's here. That's what it's referring to. And that sounds like an extremely simple thing to edit, right? But the problem is, because I record all of my footage, I've had to showcase the level, upload it, and then put it in. And that's one that doesn't really require a lot of footage, right? Imagine talking about a level like Tycho, right? This one point, Tycho, took, I want to say, a week, because I was trying to figure out how you actually get the coins in this level, because what this point is referring to is that this is the second hardest coins in the game. And so, this was a week of not editing, not recording, technically research, but barely even research. This was a week of me botting the level and trying to figure out how the coins work. And it ended with me eventually throwing my fucking hands up and joining the coin grinding Discord and asking in there. And, like, that's how this entire video has gone. It took a year to record everything, and now in editing I have to double check my research, and on top of that, now it's not just research, I have to gather the fucking footage. Like speedruns, I talk about 2.1 and 2.2 speedruns, so I have to sit there and research what the world record is for a couple speedruns just to make a point. And it's like, yeah, this video has been something I've been working on for 2 years. This is Iceberg Part 3. This is... And, like, it's gonna be worth it, because it's gonna be a good video, but at the same time, I feel like you're not gonna be able to see the effort. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not gonna be obvious why it took me so long. Because, like, take something like, Tycho, right? All of that time, that over a week of research amounts to, let me see, about 3 minutes of video. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. That's how it's been going. And I like it. I like doing this because it's a passion project, and it's like, that's fun, right? But also, that's why the video has been taking so long. So, yeah, that's your little lore dump, your little update for that, but yeah, not to mention most people don't look at the background footage for a vid like this. Yeah, I mean, I have been making sure, oh, this is another thing, I credit all of the background footage now, specifically because of the comments I'd get that'd be like, what's this level that you're showing, right? And I'm not, like, making fun of those comments. They're valid. It's just, like, I do it for a reason. And I know that it's valid because the one time I didn't do that recently, which was the intro to the 12 Reviews of Christmas, everyone was asking what the Christmas level at the beginning was. It's Merry Xmas, by the way, by Defectum, but the amount of comments I got asking kind of shows that, like, yeah, there's a reason I do that. Greg. Yes, we are still on this level. We just need that one lucky attempt. And it's like, I want to give myself some kind of self-imposed rule, kind of like what I did with beating Accu to make it less stressful. I want to be like, oh, okay, so I gotta edit at least 10 bits of audio a day. And I want to do that, but the problem is, depending on which part of the video I'm editing, 10 bits of video a day could either take 20 minutes to edit, or fucking 2 weeks, depending on what things I'm actually looking into in editing. So instead I have a time rule and not a quantity rule where I have to spend at least 2 hours a day editing the iceberg, because I feel like that's fair. And mind you, that's at least 2 hours. I usually spend more. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I'm gonna fucking... I hate that ship. Thoughts on Zanny? Is he still around? Last I heard from him, he fucked up the Silent Circle Zynvire verification. Where'd that come from? I don't know. I've been obsessed with that meme. I wanted to set that as my death effect, so every time I died it said, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but it was too long. He made some offensive videos and then left? What do you mean by offensive? Oh, I just got distracted by a Twitter notification. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm very confused by a DM I just got. Alright, I'm just gonna, like, put my phone screen down so that notifications stop distracting me. That's a legitimate problem I've had recently, where, like, I'll be playing a level, and then I'll die because my phone's screen will light up, and I'll be like, oh, I wonder what that notification is, and then I'll check my phone, and it's just like, oh, it's Pokemon Go telling me an egg hatched. And it's like, oh, great. I had a run in Bloodbath where I died to Mishy's part because of that. Why am I so bad at that spider input? Dude. Fuck your stupid dash orb, you fucking bitch! Sadness. Why is that spike larger than the other two? No! Clear map. Fuck, man. That's such a stressful robot part. I will say this, despite the fact we've been playing this for 2.5 hours, I'm actually really enjoying this. The Rebeat has really surprised me for this one. Attention, Walmart shoppers. If we go and look in aisle 69, we have a NothingIsScary completion on sale for $69.99. Never mind, it's now $5,000, and if you brought it to the checkout, you already rung it up, you have to pay for it. No take-backsies, thank you. I don't even know if Walmart has an aisle 69. This deal ends the moment you write us a check, and you better not bounce or else you're a dead motherfucker. Guaranteed. Home of challenge pissing. What is challenge pissing? If you could piss 6 feet in the air and not get wet, you get no money down. Why'd I jump so early, bro? How did I have no nerves? I was sitting there referencing fucking Big Bell Hells, and I was at, like, I was far. I was far. And I was being funny, man, because I didn't feel like I was far. Bad deals, cars that break down, thieves. It's our belief that you're a stupid motherfucker who will fall for this bullshit, guaranteed. God damn it. That's when you know you're enjoying the level. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, my expectations have been really subverted here. Like, I thought this was gonna be, like, the worst one of the water gauntlet, but coming back to rebeat this, I'm thoroughly, like, this does not feel like an XL. This feels really like normal length. That was a really shady UFO click. How the fuck am I alive? I honestly feel like my salesman voice that I got from doing the Big Bill Hells thing is really good for, like, Deltarune Spampton. Chris, you want to be a big shot, don't you? You just need to give me your hyperlink blocked. You want it. You want the hyperlink blocked. Why did I click as if there was an orb in there? Chris, do you want to finally beat that geometry map? Well, all you gotta do is make a special deal with... God damn it. Dude, Deltarune is so good. Legitimately, Chapter 4 had me feeling every goddamn emotion under the sun. Yeah, the fans can be kind of cringe, but that's every fan base. Though I will say, the Deltarune fan base has been making a lot of funny memes. Even if I disagree with, like, the natural conclusion of those memes, I do find a lot of the memes of Noelle really funny. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump looks like a deer. Fucking hell, I should just go down there. Oh. Is stream dying? OBS showed me a red bar for a second. It's usually full green bars, but it was one red bar. Okay. I hope we're good. Alright. You know, I have this theory, and this isn't exclusive to my internet company, I think they all do this, but I think they slow down your internet when your bill is due. Because all of my internet connection issues, like the stream randomly dropping and stuff, like what's happened in the past few streams, started when I was, like, due to pay my internet bill, and they're only slowly fixing themselves after I paid it. And I have, like, one of the best internet providers, in my opinion. I have, like, it's Verizon Fios's, fiber internet. It's wild. You get, like, high-speed 500 megabyte per second, or megabit, I don't know, whatever. You get, like, high-speed fiber internet for only $80 a month. It's really good. Hashtag not sponsored. Oh! How the fuck am I still alive? I didn't hit the roof fast. Normally I hit the roof, I hit the toggle orb, and then I let myself bounce down. I didn't hit the roof at all, so I didn't bounce down. I just glided down and didn't have enough momentum. Okay, I'm gonna go on a whim and say The only bad click in this level is that toggle orb. I feel like if that toggle orb was moved down, this whole level would be significantly better. Working on an impossible level? Nice. I haven't really been working on any of my levels lately because I've just been too busy trying to edit videos. Mainly because I really want to get progress on 2 of my bigger projects, and I've also been working on the iceberg. So basically all creation has been halted because my time when I'm home from work, I really want to spend all of it on content creation because that's what I'm really driven to do right now. But eventually, when I'm done with the bigger projects and I like, have some time to chill, and the time I have to chill isn't being spent playing Minecraft because, yeah, I'm probably gonna start working on levels again. Which reminds me, chat, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft mod packs lately because vanilla is boring and infuriating. I do not like modern Minecraft, it sucks. So I've been playing Minecraft mod packs lately, and I've been playing a specific pack called All the Mods 6. I think there's like 10 All the Mod packs, but I've been playing the 6th one, and I've been having a shit ton of fun with it. It's so fun, I highly recommend it. There we go. Minecraft buff. That was a very clean run, too. I'm really happy with how that went. Alright, we gotta do the second completion, which I highly doubt is gonna take anywhere near as much time. Let me see what people are saying in chat to the Minecraft thing, by the way, because I couldn't look in chat. I feel like Minecraft got bad after Caves and Cliffs. I agree. Yeah, so to share my my enthusiasm for this, right? First of all, about all the mods. If you play every All the Mods mod pack like I'm doing, skip 1 through 5 and just go straight to 6. And that's not because they're bad, it's because the entire appeal of all the mods to me, which I'll get into in a sec, is the quest book, and I'll explain more on that in a sec. But, the thing is, the quest book really isn't a thing in 1 through 5. Now, the way All the Mods as a pack works, at least 6 onwards, is that there's a special material that lets you craft creative-only items, but to get that item, or those items, you basically need to beat all of the mods in the pack. Hence the name All the Mods, because you have to beat all the mods, right? And, what's nice about that is you're basically forced to play with mods that you normally wouldn't interact with that much, and it allows you to learn modded Minecraft pretty easily, to the point where I'd say All the Mods 6 specifically is the best first mod pack for somebody. Like, I would recommend that to anyone trying to get into modded, because it teaches you so perfectly mods like Botania and Draconic Evolution and fucking Blood Magic. Yeah, I saw that coming. Oh well. Dude, the fact I'm not upset about 2 end deaths on a 2.5 minute long level shows how good this is. Like, I do not hate this at all. I think this is genuinely really good. I don't know why I was so negative to this before. I mean, yeah, the ending is really finicky. I guess before that probably just affected me more. We almost had a Trek too, yeah. Trek is love, Trek is life. Ah, damn it. I clicked down there and it killed me. Man, alright. That's okay. Why am I fucking that up? That's so simple. Google Chrome dinosaur game. You know what? I think I need a small break. And I know what I'm going to do for that break. Because I got a bone to pick. Give me a second. I don't know if this already exists. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Just for a little break, because I need to give myself a break. We are going to do the Geometry Dash game mode tier list, because EVW did this, and I disagree with his tier list. This is what I want to do. I want to just, like, take a small break and do this. Why is the UFO so fucking chunky, dude? Alright, Alright, starting with the cube. S. EVW put it in A. I think it goes in S. Full stop. There's no F. Yeah, there is not going to be an F because just like EVW, I personally believe that there is no such thing as a bad game mode in GD. I think they're all good. But yeah, cube is S. Full stop. Thing is, when you factor in what you can do with it with the mini portal, when you factor in what, orbs add to it, cube is the most fun, in my opinion. There is nothing more satisfying to me than hitting blue orbs with the cube. I don't care how they're placed or what they're doing there. If you add a blue orb into your cube section, I will love that section. Or at least that click. I love cube blue orbs. That alone makes it S for me. I love cube. I love cube so much, dude. And then there's mini cube, which is just, oh my god. Ship, I'm putting ship in A. I like ship too, but I gotta say my one issue with ship is the weird physics cancellation thing. It's kind of something that not a lot of people know, although oddly Clubstep of all levels kind of abuses it. Basically, there's this really specific interaction the ship has with gravity portals, where if the ship is approaching a gravity portal, right? If you, instead of holding, you let go before you touch the gravity portal, and then immediately click the second you touch the gravity portal, you can, kill all your momentum and slam going down. And that specific mechanic, only that mechanic, but, it's so common, that one singular mechanic drops ship to A. But if it wasn't for that, I'd probably put ship in S, but yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that interaction. And it annoys me. I also think straight fly kind of pisses me off sometimes. I don't even hate straight fly. I like straight flying, I just don't like the way straight flying is done in a lot of levels. And yes, french fries, you did mention another thing. The 2.2 upside down ship physics being inconsistent, that's annoying too. So yeah, A. I think A is a good compromise, but this is probably going to remain top of A. I just spotted something in here that I didn't realize is in here. I'm going to go back on something I said. We are indeed adding an F tier. And that F tier is for jetpack. I don't like jetpack. I really don't. I originally used to be mixed on it, and I probably would have said it's a C, but I'm going with F for one reason and one reason alone. Upside down jetpack, dude. Fuck upside down jetpack. It is so annoying. Actually, no, upside down jetpack isn't the issue. Fuck transitioning into an upside down jetpack. I just don't like it. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it controls well. But most importantly, jetpack has ruined so many levels for me. There are so many levels that I think would control better if they didn't use jetpack and instead used, UFO or something. I understand not everyone hates jetpack. It's just a me thing. Ball is gonna go in A below ship. I love ball, and it is so close to getting S. I'd actually tie it with ship for me. But the one reason that ball goes down to A is because of a very obvious, very simple, and very common to abuse game mode thing that makes it really, really infuriating because a lot of old demons do this. I hope I have a showcase of this level. I do. Basically, ball is S because of, I want to turn that down. If I could find it. Ball is A and not S because of shit like this. And I know, this is on creators for just making bad gameplay, right? But this is so obvious and so, no shit people are gonna make this. that I feel like it's just fundamentally baked into the game mode, and I don't like these. I don't think they're fun. And these, similar to how Ship has those, like, gravity portal physics cancellation things, these drop it down to A for me. I don't like these sections. I don't like that they exist. And, like, here's the thing. For those of you who have done, like, runs on, like, the Hell world, you get why I'm putting Ball in A and not S. But then there are some Ball sections that are, like, easily the most fun things I've ever played. UFO. I'm putting UFO in B. I really want to like UFO because I like the idea of it, and I've played some really good UFO sections, but I just don't like how dependent a lot of UFO sections are. I can't tell you how many times I'll play a UFO section that's like, you know, this would be fun, but if I mess up this one click, 4 clicks down the line, it'll become impossible because my alignment is bad. And I hate that. I hate the, like, weird setup bullshit that you often have to do with the UFO. But at the same time, you can get UFO sections like the one in the pre-drop of Rearmed, which is really fun. But I just think there's too many annoying things with the UFO. And then there's the fact that a lot of creators don't seem to know how the fuck to build UFO gameplay. And so a lot of UFO sections basically just boil down to click when you see a circle. But I think UFO shines at its best when you interact with gravity portals with it. I love gravity portal gameplay with the UFO. Like, Decode has a good one. Decode is a really good UFO. Wave. Top of S. In fact, I'm tempted to add a double S tier for just this, but at the same time, nah, just keep it like this. Wave is top of S. I feel like I don't need to elaborate on this. I feel like everyone in the community understands this choice. But Wave is just so fun. I love Wave. It is... Oh man, it's so good. Even Mini Wave. Like, I am a 4x speed Mini Wave enjoyer because it does not matter how dog shit the Wave section is. You feel like a god destroying Wave sections, dude. I love it. I don't know. I could play Wave levels, like, all day. I love every Wave section I touch. I'm with Wave the way EVW is with Ship. I've never played a Wave section I don't like. Robot can go in C. It's just a cube with more boredom. I don't know. I don't like it. Robot, to me, a lot of the times when you build robot gameplay, it's either... It could be done with the cube... you have to hold for literally every click, which means you don't put much thought into it, or you have to do the most annoying micro-clicks you could imagine. But, the thing keeping Robot out of F is, if this was a platformer tier list, I would put Robot in S. Robot in platformer is actually one of the best game modes. So, platformer kind of carries Robot up a bit. Spider... So if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have said Spider was D. I think now I'm going to put Spider in B above UFO. Spider is just inherently limited by the fact that it is, you know, it's an instant game mode. You teleport and it's completely instant. But the thing carrying it above D is... Spider is fucking awesome in asymmetrical duels. It's so cool. I love, like, if you give me an asymmetrical duel and it's, like, cube Spider, that is always going to be fun. Like, Spider is so good in asymmetrical duels. But, like, I gotta emphasize, it took so long for Spider to become good, because, like, I'd say for the first 2 years of 2.1, Spider sucked ass. But now it's good. Swing, I feel like no one's going to be shocked about this, but Swing goes in D. Swing is not bad. Swing is, in my opinion, a fan service game mode. I love swing. I have so much fun with it, and this is the most reluctant D I've ever had. But the only reason it goes in D is not because it's bad. I don't agree with people who say it's bad. I just think it's very limited. You know what I mean? I feel like you can't do that much with swing because, and this is the best way I can put it, really, every fucking swing section I play feels like it would either be doable with ship or better with ship. And a level that comes to mind for me immediately with this is Vessel. Vessel starts with this swing, and I play this, and I look at this, and I think, this would probably just straight up be better with ship. And this is how a lot of swing sections feel to me. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. I don't know. Get off GD and get a job. I have a job, bro. We haven't had a spammer in a long time. Yeah, I literally clock into work tomorrow at 10:15 in the morning. But yeah, swing just goes into D because of how limited its potential is, but that's not because it's bad. I think it's good. It's not on here, but if we also want to throw in Ball Copter and Cube Copter. Cube Copter goes in F, Ball Copter goes in C. Just saying, but I can't really place those because they're not here, but that's where they would go. Ball Copter is definitely C, though. I think Ball Copter is weird because Ball Copter is dependent on the speed. I think the faster the speed, the more fun Ball Copter is. Because if you give me like a 2x speed Ball Copter section, I'll enjoy it a ton. But if you give me like the Bloodlust or Tartarus Ball Copter, where it's like the half-speed portal and it's like super slow, and the reason Cube Copter goes in F, I'll actually say this for Cube Copter. Cube Copter, in my opinion, could change depending on how people experiment with it, but currently my only exposure to Cube Copter is botting a Turnus. So I don't really have enough experience, and from the little I've seen, it's fucking horrible. Just, yeah. Normal and Upside Down Gravity. I guess, these are kind of the same thing, really. So I'm only going to place this one. We don't really need to place this, because that's how all the game modes are by default. Upside Down, though. Upside Down game mode, I feel like it's not complicated enough, and like it doesn't change things enough to be S. But it's like one of the first big modifications that you get. It's one of the very first gameplay modification things. I'm going to put it in A because I think it's just a fun twist on gameplay. And obviously it would spawn the blue orb and all that. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I think just the ability to flip gravity alone is cool. Mirror. Yeah, so basically the normal ones we're not going to place. Except for this. Well, we'll place big and mini as well. But mirror, I don't know. I feel like I have to do this. I'm going to put mirror in top of F. But this is a weird F tier placement. This is a very weird F tier placement. Because I like Mirror Portal. Alright? But it's not a game mode portal anymore. People don't use it as a game mode portal. I want to say that I like it, but as a game mode, it's bad. Because whenever it's used for effects, like in, the way it's used in, Change of Scene, or the way it's used in Knock 'Em by Rob Top, that's really fucking cool. I'd even say the way it's used in a level like Time Machine is pretty cool. But, you know, when you get to stuff like Crimson Clutter, it's always an obstacle more than it is a game mode change. And it's super, like, you don't think of it. You know, you don't think about it. It's like, when you go through the mirror portal in Crimson Clutter, you're not going and changing game mode, you're just playing the wave with a visual handicap now. And, again, I like it, but as a game mode, it's an F tier. You know, that's how I feel about it. normal gravity, or not normal, normal size. I mean, that's basically where all these are now. But factoring in, I guess we wouldn't place that. Yeah, let's just do mini. That's a weird one. We'll just do mini. So mini, I feel like, is an S. I feel like it's our first S-tier modification. We'll put it below wave. I think that generally mini improves every game mode and makes them all fun. The only one I can think that doesn't improve is swing. I don't like mini swing. But then again, I've also played some good mini swings, so who knows. But mini makes wave interesting. I'm not going to say it makes wave better, no. But mini adds to wave and is really cool for flow levels. Mini makes cube better. Mini makes ship more interesting. Mini makes ball better. Mini makes spider better. It's really unique in UFO. Mini can make robot better, especially in plat. Mini in plat is very interesting. I like mini. I like being able to play as mini. It's cool. Duel. This is going to be a controversial placement, but I have grown to love asymmetrical duels. I feel like everyone has that point where they hate asym duels because they're so fucking infuriating to learn, but the moment you pass a certain skill level, I'd say my metric is probably when you start being able to do laser blitz levels. They get so fun. And, like, I have played so many good asymmetrical duels, and from a creator perspective, asym duels are so much fun to play. I love it. I love it. Nothing, no complaints. Half speed, I'm gonna put half speed in A. I feel like it's too clunky to be S, but it can be very cool. Half speed is very good for atmospheric levels, I think. That's where it shines the most. Normal speed, the default speed, bottom of S. Because it's the default speed, and it feels good. 2 times speed, this actually might be kind of controversial. I'm also going to put this in S, but I'm going to... Yeah, we'll put it there. I like 2 times speed. 3 times speed is also going to go in S. And 4 times speed is going to go top of A. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about why. I just... That's very biased, and I don't really know what else to say about it, but that's how I feel about the speeds. 2 times speed is S. I mean, it depends. I just feel like a lot of game modes are more difficult to control to a degree that's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's my game mode tier list. Where would 5 times speed go if it existed? F. I think at that point it's too much. Alright, so that was my tier list. Let's go back to Ocean Rush. I feel like that was the break I needed. That was fun. Screw your jetpack F. Fair enough. I mean, that opinion could change, too. I haven't played a lot of jetpack demons, so... It just so happens that most levels I play with the jetpack I don't enjoy. Nothing beats a jetpack holiday. God damn it, why is that gravity portal like a choke point for me? I don't get it. God. Is it bad that I'm still trying to get used to the old ship physics because I have the new ones in my muscle memory? Like, even after beating the level? I guess that's what happens when you play a new ship physics section for 3 hours straight. Even though the level wasn't always in one, you know what I mean. Really? What a dumb death. It's so satisfying to go through seemingly impossible gaps easily. I mean, that's why I like Spider, despite me putting it somewhat low because of its simplicity. There we go. The funniest level I could review is Deternery. Deternery is a level I actually am very familiar with because I was tempted to go for it, but for obvious reasons I didn't. But before I decided not to, I learned a lot more about it than I needed to. Yeah, there we go. We're done with Ocean Rush. All that's left is this. And I think we're gonna do that next stream. We've been live for 3 hours. So, yeah. I'm actually kind of excited to do this one. Because I think now that I've beaten it before and I'm aware of the volleyball part, I won't catch me off guard as much. So I don't know. But yeah, I think we're going to do that next stream. We're almost done with the water gauntlet, so that's cool. Oh, we got that thing. I don't even know what game mode that is. Holy shit! Chat, we bought out the shop! Did I ever do this? I assume I did. Pretty sure I did this. Yeah, I did. Because he's just saying, can I help you? Alright. Thank you all for coming to the stream. This was a very successful stream, in my opinion. I genuinely really enjoyed rebeating that level, so, yeah. Have a good night. Good night, everyone.